Welcome to my website, where I will introduce Belarus through fashion. It is sort of the beginning of a platform which will introduce sustainable approach of Belarusian fashion designers. And this has definitely the potential to grow and to develop further. Here I will list only two designers with whom I currently work, but otherwise, of course, there are plenty interesting names on the Belarusian fashion stage. So let's have a look. So this is about page. This is one of the fashion designers. Then you click on Belarus and you have introduction of me. Here you have another fashion designers. If you click on logo type, you go back and you have the introductory text. My target group is quite broad. Swedish nation is a fashion nation, and this is why it is important to build a professional dialogue with them, speaking about Swedishness, timeless design, sustainability, ethical foundation in the fashion industry, circular economy. Since this is not an online store, I felt allowed to include researchers and journalists into discussion. So what do I want to tell them? What's the main question? And how do I forward my message through? How do I make this conversation evolve in collaborations and interests towards sustainable fashion design from Belarus? So I was focusing on the visual language, where I chose to use colors and certain typeface. So color-wise, it is important that I can express both sustainability and design aspects in the relevant language, but also stand out. This is why I created a mood board with monochrome color palette, referring to nature. So I had gray, I had green here on the website. This one is also greenish color. And then I also decided to inject pink color and purple to make an accent. As a typeface, I have been looking at Lato for the body text, and I wanted to use a different typeface for headings, create around, but when I was finishing the website, I thought that I would need different typeface, so I decided to go for Asphalt font. I find it fancy and elegant, and in combination with Latte, it works very good. Beyond the graphical part, for me it was also important to speak, to introduce short stories about fashion. However, I understand that images in the fashion industry are more important, but this should be balanced in my part, because it's not only about clothes, it's about how fashion can be used as a tool for societal changes. So that's why I have this kind of dialogue between, or balance between, images and texts. The website is designed with a message in the navigation bar as well. about sustainable Belarus fashion. And you can click on each of it, and you have other short catchy stories which should get your attention or user attention. I found this approach both creative and easy for the user to follow and to explore the project. Wireframing was a way for me to design the structure for the website, which would follow the idea on the structural level. So it was important to find a way to present the context in a functional way, so that the user enjoys the journey through my website. I was paying attention to fluency and discoverability. To use both mood board and wireframes in the early stage of the design process was very helpful. And as I mentioned in the beginning, there is a potential for this platform to grow and to develop in a bigger institution, including different activities from fashion show to academic research. So it will be exciting to build it further on both levels, in real world and as a website which follows and reflects and supports the physical business. So please read messages, and here you have the links to visit. It will open in separate window, and here you can send me an email if you have more questions to ask. Also, I decided to make this part simple and not focus on it too much. So the main focus on the information and on typeface and on sustainable approach of Belarusian fashion designers and introduction of my country through fashion. Thank you for your attention.